Let's head back to Bright Market. There was another mission to find, and I have to look for the missing girl. I'm trying to think if there was anything else here besides the Baduk figure and that, like, everything to the north now.
There's blood on the throne because of Jiran, but Avad is trying to wash it clean.
Alright, where's this other mission over here? I'm not seeing any other missions. Hello there.
I barely turn a profit even in the best of times, especially since I usually hand out what I can to those in need. Would you care for some fruit? Better enjoy it before someone runs off with the rest of it.
Has someone been stealing from you?
Yes, almost every night. Not enough to force me to close shop, but definitely enough to hurt.
Have you found any sign of the thief?
Just a couple of old rinds near the storehouse. Not much to go on.
Why haven't the guards looked into it?
The gods blame the wildlife, but I doubt they believe it. I guess they have more to worry about than a woman and her livelihood.
Is there anyone you suspect?
I've known most people here since childhood. None of them strike me as a food thief. You want to talk about other vices, however?
I know how to track. I could look for the thief.
Really? Thank you. You could start in my storehouse by the river. Someone must be desperate to steal rather than just ask me.
I'll see what I can find.
Cool. More missions. Oh, there's another thing to read over here. History of Sunfall. After the vanishing of the Radiant Irive and his cohort in the west, the Radiant Basadid ordered a mighty fortress built at the Sundom's farthest reach. His luminance chose to build atop ancient ruins, reasoning the ancients must have seized upon the location for its strategic value. Of the ancients, their works of too smooth gray stone and strangely carved metal were collapsed or built over, and the catacombs sealed off. Only the stone ring, perhaps used for some unknowable ritual, was left in place, to serve the garrison as a training ground. Even though its builders and soldiers lived in fear of the land where the sun goes at night, the finished walls of the fortress were mighty and unshakable. His luminance and his high priest, the irrefutable Pashaman, named it Sunfall under the blazing eye of the sun, and by the light it was good. None doubted the Radiant Basadid's prudence, nor denied his lingering hope that his brother might one day be sighted again, but no great threat would come from the west in his lifetime, nor did it come for the next 3 generations, though records show the men of Sunfall fought many bandits and scroungers skulking in the Rustwash, and a dangerous stampede of behemoths in the Long Burn. In time, Sunfall slipped from common memory until the 6th year of the 11th Sun King's reign, when the Radiant Marzid himself came to inspect it. In the desert heat, his luminance received a vision of an ornate citadel with a dome of metal so polished it would greet the dawn and catch the rays of the sun's last shining at dusk. At once he ordered the dedication of the Sundom's resources to building the structure. After its construction, his luminance took the citadel as his summer palace, bringing with him many members of the Sun Court, nobles, and artisans. In time, Sunfall became a city unto itself and the source of great works such as Passion of the Tallneck among the Dunes, Turning Seasons at Bronze Flash, and Lament for Cinnabar Sands. The stone training ring was repurposed for shows of pageantry, where young blazons or the Hunter's Lodge hawks could display the sun's dominance over the machines. Sunfall's prominence in the culture of the Sundom continued for many years, until the Sun King Marzid's untimely demise in the citadel he so treasured. For his procession back to the Alight, a line of torches was laid all the way across the Daybrink, so that over the days and nights of his bearing he might always go in light. The departed king's brother, the radiant Hivas, was occupied wholly with renewing the soldiery of the Sundom, and with the old Sun King's passing, so too passed this chapter in Sunfall's history. In the early years of the 13th Sun King's Jiran's reign, before the falling of his shadow, a particularly harsh season came upon the Sandwhisper Valley. Upon hearing that the storms would strip the very detailing off armor, he decreed that the strongest among his guards should be trained in the desert here, and named Kestrels. Indeed, Helis, who would become the most famous of the Kestrels, was one of the first to survive his reforging by sun and sand here. In the 15th year of Sun King Jiran's reign, when the sacrifices in the Sun Ring were judged insufficient to calm the derangement of the machines, he presided over the blooding of the ring at Sunfall. A trapped behemoth was driven with spears and spurred over slaves of the Oseram and Utaru. When the beast turned upon the Kestrels, the Sun King stood and declared that the sun, in its great generosity, would accept the sacrifice of faithless and faithful alike. So became the fearful era for Sunfall, of sacrifices unending in its sun ring, and the Citadel whispered of as a place where no light shone. Many upstanding citizens of the Sundom were taken inside its doors to disappear as surely as if they had journeyed to the Forbidden West. In the last days of Sun King Jiran's reign, Sunfall was in charge of his Kestrels and High Priest, no longer answering to the Sundom as a whole. Was in the charge of his Kestrels and High Priest. Okay. It was no surprise then that following the liberation of Meridian, Jiran's loyalists sought refuge at Sunfall. As a fortress, it was impregnable, but cut off from the bounteous lands across the Daybrink. It was a city impoverished, so stood the stalemate in the first year of the 14th Sun King, the Radiant Avad, and so stood Sunfall. Once built to protect the Sundom from the shadow of the West, is now sheltered a worse shadow, the false Karja who dwelt within. Nice!
I've got my eye on
Sounds like a great place. Alright, let us
Don't look beneath it.
investigate the garden.
Duty is to guard.
Looks like
I
we
don't
need
get
to left a
involved
few
in
things
all
behind. What's in this bottle?
Wine she shared with her lover,
It smells like ash or rotten eggs. Better pour that out.
unless she was drugged.
Aren't these for spying far away? Why would you need a spyglass in the garden? I guess she was doing some gardening. Something buried. No, something dug up. I must have left a trail.
Alright, follow the trail. Ah, 2 health points away. Tragic.
Flower petals. Why would she take flowers from her own garden?
Did you find anything in the garden?
I'm working on it.
Yet. I'll let you know.
A little scrap from the old one somewhere up north.
Well, she certainly made some distance. This like a boathouse.
The petals end here, at the water. Could her father have been right, but at the wrong place? Ropes to tie up a boat that isn't here. Maybe she took the boat to that island over there. Looks like I'm in for a long swim.
Is it that island there? Can you update my that island over there? Okay. Time to swim. We're 2 hours into the stream right now. I usually go for about 3. jury's out whether I actually finish all the distractions before the stream's up. I was hoping it would only take me like an hour, but that's how it usually goes with me. I usually vastly underestimate the time it takes me to do things. All right, lots of health. I'm going to need it. Is that a goose?
Saving these for the trail.
Well,
The boat.
there's the boat.
This looks promising.
Is that a machine? That is a snap maw.
Stay back! It's not safe!
All right, hold still, my friend. I have to shoot you in the jowls.
Get out of here while you can!
How did that do like nothing to you? I thought that was weak to getting shot.
Be careful! Introduced.
Ouch.
Watch out! It jumps! Aim for its back!
Why it's back.
Be careful! Watch out! It jumps!
Ow. Yup, I did great. Did I impress you? How's it going?
Who are you? How did you learn to fight like that? What are you even doing here?
Maybe you can start by answering a few of my questions. What are you doing on this island?
I come here to be alone.
Do you know your father fears you're dead?
I'm surprised he even noticed I was gone.
He has the whole village looking for you. He's worried.
The snap maw kept me. You took care of it, so thank you. I should be fine now.
Why did you bring flowers here?
No real reason. I'm trying to make this a place for us. For all of us.
Who's us? Is there someone else here?
No. No. I was going to surprise my friends with what I made. There's no one else here, obviously.
She's lying.
Let's go back to the village together.
I need to finish planting my garden. Just a little more time. I'll be fine, I promise.
You know, I think I'll take a little more time too. To look around.
You don't need to do that.
I really do.
Yeah, there's other people here. Shadow Karja.
bedrolls. 2 of them. And a set of cups. She must not have been alone here. Looks like Alita has a friend.
Yup. That's all we're gonna investigate? Okay.
Alita, if you came here to be alone, why are there 2 bedrolls? And don't lie to me this time.
By the sun, I don't know where he is.
Who?
A troll. He lights a fire signal when it's safe to meet him, but he's not here.
Who's a troll?
A friend I've known since childhood. I'd be planting in the garden and he'd dump worms down my back. I hated that. But the last few months we'd meet here and everything was different. We talked for hours. He helped me plant that garden. I couldn't wait to see him again. It's like I'm dead and only come alive when I'm here with him. Do you know what that's like?
I can't say that I do. Why keep this all secret?
Troll is a soldier for the Karja in Shadow,
Called it.
stationed at the outpost across the lake. It's treason for us to even meet. How could I tell my father? How could I tell anyone?
Well then, how did you 2 arrange to meet here?
We came here as kids. After he left, I would come back sometimes. One day, I surprised him here. He smiled from ear to ear. We sat and played like we had as kids, but war had changed him. Changed us both. We weren't kids anymore. We started meeting in secret. He'd light a fire to signal it was safe for him to leave his post at the Citadel, but last night,
He didn't come?
I've been waiting all night and all day. I haven't seen anyone but you.
Enough of this. You have to go back.
Please, if you came all this way, will you look for a troll? He lit the fire on the island not far from here. If I go, he could be killed. We could break the ceasefire, but Honora wouldn't. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I'm so sorry.
I'll find him if I can, as long as you go home to your father.
I will. But please come find me there. I can't sleep. I can't breathe knowing a troll could be out there, hurting.
I'll go look for your love. Way over there, huh? Another swim. Ugh, yawn. I'm really curious to know how far I am into this game.
Here's what's left of the fire. Looks like some sort of scuffle, ending with someone being dragged away.
Like, I know I'm gonna be finishing up a lot of the distractions, but I really don't know how much, like, content there is in the main story. There's gotta be a good amount. I feel like I barely scratched the surface on it.
Hey! Speak up or I'll cut off your other finger. Who were you signaling?
Want to hear who?
Quite a few guards there. That must be a troll.
Ow.
Come on, you boss! Fight back! I'm done!
Don't know how I missed there. Even more confused about missing there. But I have to do this carefully because my health is so low. Wow, this guy can survive a shot to the head.
Where'd you go, Chell?
You've provoked the sun's rage.
Move along now.
Got eyes on him.
Alright, I have killed the Shadow Karja. Where is the troll? Hi there, friend.
Are you a troll? Elita sent me.
Alita? I was gonna ask her to leave with me. To go into the Outlands. Somewhere out in the sun where no shadow could reach us. But we wouldn't have made it. They would have followed me. I know now. Alita, tell her they never learned about our island. She's safe. Give her this. Tell her it's worth it.
A troll?
Rip a troll.
Poor troll. And poor Alita.
Okay.